I tried $29 fragrances to $600 fragrances. This is what you're about to see in this video, including some very hard to find hidden gems. I will tell you the projection, how close they are, how long do they last, and all the other things like the price. The first fragrance is $29. You might ask me, why am I doing this video? Well, one of you named Native78 commented here. He said, hey, can you do a clone video on Bond number 9? So this video is for you. Bond number 9 is literally the most expensive fragrance company out there that either people hate it or they love it. They say bad things or they say good things. And we're gonna go over this one. This is the scent of Carol G. It replicates Bleecker Street by Bond number 9. The fragrance opens up with a beautiful citrus and cassis. However, we did some testing and it smells literally better after 20 or 30 minutes. Projection is mild. The price was $29 or less if you use my links below. Now, how did I afford to buy this hard to find real Bleecker Street? It's so impossible to find and it's so expensive. I don't even see it on the Bond number 9 website. Well, we're gonna have to say thank you to our sponsor, All Transparency, Zimaya, for giving us a few $100s to buy the Bond number 9 fragrances, and they're giving us this fragrance that they wanted me to tell you guys about called Incas Luna. Incas Luna lasted me about 7 hours, but it's a beautiful projection for the first 90 minutes. The fragrance itself smells like iris and leather and wood and chestnuts, and it's 100% similar to this fragrance here called Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé. Average price on eBay is $60 or $70. The next fragrance is called Jean Paul Gaultier. Now, don't forget about you, Carol G. I don't forget about you, Native78. And in a second, I'm going to show you some really good clones. This is my favorite fragrance of the year of 2024-2025. It's called Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. It's got mint and vanilla in it. And this is the very best, 99% accurate, strongest, longest lasting fragrance as we move up the list. This is the best one. It's called Lionheart by RMF. Lionheart Man smells more natural, lasts longer, is better quality mixture of fragrances to smell like Jean Paul Gaultier. The next one also is a very, very expensive brand. It's called Velvet Tonka. Now, before I start to tell you about this, does anybody ever escape their house and go watch YouTube videos in the bathroom? I'm going to tell you why in a second. Velvet Tonka is a beautiful tonka note with a touch of smoke and resins, and the best clone of it is called Aries Absolu. I've gotten so many emails from you and you and you, Eric, even, and they said it smelled so good, it lasts so long, projection is insane, price tag is $60, price tag on this is $200+. The next fragrance is a clone of Gucci Envy from 2004, made by the same guy who makes all the Louis Vuitton fragrances, even this one that we're about to talk about. And this fragrance is called FOMO, the envy of FOMO. So FOMO could mean fear of missing out. I don't know. Le Parfum. Now I'm going to explain something to you. I used to be selling Gucci Envy in a retail stores back in the old days, and I used to own it. And this fragrance, to my nose, smells 65% similar to it. I was in the bathroom yesterday reading all about the comments of this. Does anyone else go in the bathroom? Comment down below. And I saw that 99% of the people said, I've never tried Gucci Envy, but this fragrance is good. I'm going to tell you now, as you the viewer, because I know who you are, you would not like this fragrance unless you're 70 years old and you like old school Pine Sol smelling bathroom cleaner. But the Gucci Envy, the Gucci real one, had a different type of sandalwood and a different deep rich leather in it. It had that juxtaposition of richness. It was banging. It's serious. And I only paid $40 for it. But now I saw it on Amazon right here for $1,200. And this I paid $37. And this is being hyped up like crazy. But again, more mature people to wear this in all seriousness. Longevity is about 5 to 6 hours. Projection's moderate. The scent is sweet with vanilla and carnation and grapefruit and a decent vetiver. But it does dry down nicely, but it's not my kind of fragrance. The next one is called Killian Black Phantom. It says aphrodisiac. I absolutely demolished this fragrance and I couldn't afford to buy another one because Killian. And anyway, I found this one called Phantom My Hero by Emperor, and this one was like $25 or $28.95. Smells very close to this, like I'm gonna say 85%, 5 hours to 7 hours longevity, depends on how you spray. Think about coffee, rum, booze, and fragrance notes like that, and that's what you got. It's a great value dupe. And this is another win for the Value Dupes Club, and this was another win for the Value Dupes Club, and so was Lionheart Man. And in a second, I'm gonna show you the winning one of the Value Dupes of the favorite Carol G fragrance, who's actually a singer who has more than 100 million subscribers on 3 platforms. But this is called Lafayette Bond Number 9 Street. Lafayette Bond Number 9 Street is one of the easiest fragrances to wear. It's very, very mass appealing. Some people call it generic, but I love it. You could wear this to a brunch. You could wear this to your date. It has apple, green, beautiful green apple mixed with vanilla. Tonka inside there. And oh, hey Manny, how you doing? What do you think about this fragrance clone? I got this clone of it. It's called Avenue, New York by Grandeur, $25. What do you think of it? Okay, so this smells just like it. Probably 95%. Lasts 7 hours with 7 to 12 sprays, and it does project moderately for 35 minutes. Great value dupe, and this is another win for the Value Dupe Club. Now, we were speaking of discontinued fragrances. Real quick, I found Genius Sport Code by the same people who made this fragrance, Emperor, and it's only $25, $30. Mint Orange and Vetiver. Now, what does On the Beach have? It's a smell of yuzu, lemon, and ocean notes. Price tag on this, $465. Do you like it? Yes, I do. It's very comfortable. I have sprayed it all the summertime when I go to the pool, and the best clone I found to master that is called Luke's Vision by the Seashore Aston. It's better than Volare. It's better than anything they've tried to make to compete with that. There's another fragrance I wanted to show you real quick. If you like the notes of ginger and aquatic cologne, it's aquatic notes mixed with ginger. You will like Ginger Moon Dash by Killian, but I found this fragrance called Desert Angel Blue Night by Emperor. Price tag was $30. 7 hours lasting, beautiful dry down, Unk approved on that. For the ladies, don't forget we found this fragrance. This is an absolute stunner. It's called RIHLA. It smells like Scandale Absolu by Jean Paul Gaultier. It lasts 15 hours or until you scrub it off. The projection is insane, and you know, like as a man, I would wear this no problem. It's caramel and citruses and vanilla, and it's masculine leaning actually. Price tag was $60. The other one is hard to find, Scandale Absolu for women. It will go through anything. It'll go through the microwave test that I'm about to show you. And now back to Native 78. We already showed him 2 Bond Number 9 clones, and this is the number 1 clone for the price. It's called Zakat. I call it Zakat Green, Bleecker Street, Z25. The real Bleecker Street is by Bond Number 9. It uses violets and cassis, which they use lots of black currants in lots of their fragrances back then. This came out in 2004 or 5, and it's interesting that a 33-year-old pop singer wears this. It's a more masculine fragrance than feminine, but that's not funny because Snoop Dogg wears Delina and 50 Cent wears Sutton Place, which is similar to Lafayette Street. And so celebrities wear Bond Number 9. People are hating on it because the price and the bottles look all the same like this. The employees in New York are said to be sometimes a little bit snooty to you because everyone wants to smell but no one wants to pay. Now we come to Manny the Microwave, and the feature of this fragrance is called Bleecker Street. Now we showed you the first one called The Scent of Carol G. This is called Zakat Z25. It's got a 17-inch pressurized sprayer. It smells very good right off the bat. So if you were in a store and smell this, you would instantly love it. For the price tag of $50, $60 average price, this one is probably so hard to find, and if you do find it, it might be fake. You got to make sure that Bond Number 9 has a batch code on the bottom, please, because if it doesn't, it is fake. And it's very difficult to find authentic Bond Number 9s cheaper. This actually has black currant in the form of cassis, which is like a syrupy with violets and green notes, and it's masculine, definitely a masculine fragrance. And the 33-year-old with 500 million subscribers and views, Carol G, wears it. She said, I like this fragrance. I've been wearing it for 10 years. In an interview, she said all this, right? And she said that it does lean masculine, and she doesn't leave home without it. She sprays it before she shoots, before she goes on stage, every time, all day. She has 6-7 bottles, she says, about that. Now I gotta tell you about Manny the microwave. Do not try this at home. Manny! Manny the microwave has found you this called Glamour G. Again, the G, right? From Karol G. This is by Anaish. This is the #1 fragrance to smell like the Bond No. 9 Bleecker Street. It has the best performance, the best dry down, the best projection. It also has the best price, found for $99, $89, around that range. But still, it's the best one. And I do have the results. So what happened was I have the $600 real Bond No. 9 sprayed on here. I have the $99 clone sprayed on here. And I have the $29 clone sprayed on here. And the $49 clone sprayed on here. And if you want to know the results to this test, click right here.